What up, what up, what up? This is your boy Big Rich right here, man. We in this little tutorial right now, and I'ma be the first one to say I apologize for my sorry ass PC system. Nah, it's pretty good. I'm just running two powerful programs at the same time. This recording screen on screen program and Sequoia at the same time. Okay, but pretty much the purpose of this video today is just to give you a general synopsis of what clip gaining is or what object gaining is or whatnot. And because a lot of people know about it, but they really don't know how effective you can use it. You know what I'm saying? And there's some, I'm gonna say theoretical rumors going around that, you know what I'm saying, using a compressor to make everything even is somewhat true, somewhat not true when it comes to amplitude, or whatever case may be, and or you know what I'm saying, volume automation, which is another powerful tool. And this volume volume automation was the kind of like the skill of hand before clip gaining came about in DAWs or whatnot. So I'm just going to give you a general synopsis if you're clueless of what clip gaining or object gaining does. All right. Now, in this particular program, in this particular video, I'm using Magic Sequoia or Samplitude. They're both the same type of program, but one is the big brother, the other one is the little brother, just like Cubase, Cubase and Nuendo. Okay, but anyway, the Cubase, Nuendo, Cubase, Nuendo, Samplitude, Sequoia, Pro Tools now, Reaper, all those big dolls, except for Reaper, it's a small doll, but sounds very powerful, and sounds really big. But these DAWs have this feature in them called clip gaining or object gaining, and it's very powerful, and I'm gonna tell you why. All right, let me hook you up right quick. You can use this as an effective tool without actually having to use volume automation. Okay, now I'm not telling you not to use volume automation. I'm just kind of saying or persuading or selling that clip gaining or object gaining is a very effective way to adjust certain waveforms without having to, you know what I'm saying, affect the actual you know what I'm saying, volume fader on this particular track, which is this track right here, you know what I'm saying, track 13, S13, or this track right here, or I'm sorry, whatever this track is, 13, there you go, right here, this particular track right here. Okay, all right, cool. So, you know, we could do a volume automation, do all of this, and then, you know what I'm saying, we could draw a little line right up in here, scoop it, right, you know what I'm saying, however we need to, or turn it up however we need to. But when we do that, what's going to happen is your volume control over here off to the left of the screen, your volume fader is going to move to the volume automation that you have drawn in, okay? And then you have to go in there, stop, unread this, change the little deals, and make sure that your volume is A1 throughout this whole particular track, which is all of that bad boy right there. You know what I'm saying? So everything got to be A1 with the volume automation. Well, with clip gaining, you know what I'm saying, you could turn up, let's just say if we was to split this little part, we was to split this part, and we was to split this little part and this part right here to turn that down. If we was to cut those four parts, we can actually adjust for as cutting or boosting the actual amplitude or the gain of that particular waveform, which is a pretty fucking cool feature, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion. So we got this feature right now. I'm just want to affect this, you know what I'm saying. So I already made the split, and as I zoom in, you'll see I made the split right here. All right, and the effective way to zoom in, if you don't know that, let me go over there right quick. All right, so let's just say you want to you know what I'm saying, split this region right here. What you do is you zoom in. Okay, you want to cut it at the 0 point. The 0 point is this line that's running, you know what I'm saying, in the middle of the waveform continuously. All right, and pretty much to do that, you know what I'm saying, you can, I don't know, let's just say I'm just looking at the peak of the wave for as it going positive and negative on the 0 line, and I'm just gonna take this as an assumption. This is where I want to cut. So I line up my cursor here and start zooming in. The more I zoom in Sequoia, the more you zoom in, the more it defines the waveform. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more and zoom in some more, and I'm gonna find out this is where I want to cut. Right there, you know what I'm saying? Get it as close as possible. So I'm gonna cut it right there. I just hit my hit T for cutting in Sequoia, and you'll see it'll cut it to the T, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying, on point, automatic crossfading, which I love this feature in Sequoia. You can actually turn it off, but I love the feature when working with vocals. All right, cool. So that's just a little insight on cutting waveforms. All right, back to the subject at hand. Now, in Sequoia, you have, it's called object gaining. You know what I'm saying? Or you can adjust the volume of the object. Okay, it's not clip, but it's called object. Clips, objects, they all the same shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just a way of defining the waveform. You know what I'm saying? In different sections. Yeah, okay. All right, cool. So let's listen to this phrase from here all the way to the end of this particular object that is cut and see what adjustments we need to make. All right.
Girl, don't you know that I would have done anything for you? I would have given you the moon. There's nothing that I won't do.
Okay, on this particular vocal. All right, now, he sounds real smooth, suave, got a nice tone to him, you know what I'm saying? You can tell he's singing from his stomach, you know what I'm saying? He's pushing a lot out. And then when he comes to this particular object right here, it's like he tenses up, you know what I'm saying? He loses it. Or maybe whoever recorded him, you know what I'm saying, it was an extra take in there, and they didn't acknowledge the fact that, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't somewhat of the same character as everything else. So we need to try to make up for that in some kind of way. Now, you remember that theoretical rumor that I was talking about earlier? Well, you know what I'm saying, most people will say, well, just let's just slap a compressor on there and just, you know, hammer it out, and it's all gonna equal out. Well, yeah, it's gonna equal out, but your amplitude is still gonna sound timid right here. You know what I'm saying? So with actually boosting up the gain or cutting the gain, whatever you need to do, you can still match it up and make it sound somewhat the same characteristics as everything else, or to make it transparent with everything else. All right, so what we perceive in this clip with everything else in that phrase is it needs to be boosted up a little bit. Okay, now in Magic Sequoia, you can actually turn it up here, or you can go to your object editor. All right, now your object editor window right here, you can actually adjust the volume right here, and you can turn it up, you know what I'm saying, yada, blase, blase. Okay, or you can turn it up right here. I like turning it up right here in the edit window. Okay, so I want to kind of turn this up about, let's try 1.8 decibel boost. Okay, all right there. Now let's listen to it again and see if that makes a smooth transition into this clip that we have cut right here.
Girl, don't you know that I would have done anything for you? I would have given you the moon. There's nothing that I won't do.
Okay, so as you use your ears, this is the most important thing. You have to use your ears in order to hear the smooth transition. You want to make sure that it's a continuous amplitude or a continuous gain or a continuous volume going throughout that whole phrase, especially right here when he takes that breath, or it sounds like it was cut in the previous whenever they was recording and doing all their track editing or whatever case may be. You want to make sure that it's the same gain coming from here into here, and we kind of somewhat made up for it with what I'm hearing over here in my setup. I think it needs to go up a little bit more, so let's turn it up just a little bit. Let's give it a little bit more, let's say 0.5 decibels, so about 2.4. Let's see how that rolls.
Girl, don't you know that I would have done anything for you? I would have given you the moon. There's nothing that I won't do.
Okay, all right. So you can hear that it was a smooth transition right there. And I apologize for that clipping. Again, this is my PC, and you know what I'm saying, I guess it's doing this thing today or whatnot. So let's play that back and just, you know what I'm saying, playing all the other stuff. Let's check right here, make sure that this is A1.
There's nothing that I won't do.
One more time.
There's nothing that I won't do.
And you can see when we made that adjustment, it actually made that waveform be perceived as, you know what I'm saying, as a steady crescendo. There's nothing that you know what I'm saying, I can't sing, so, you know what I'm saying, I apologize for that. But you wanted to make it seem like it was a crescendo into there's nothing that I wouldn't do lyric in that particular waveform. Okay, so that's pretty much it, you know what I'm saying, for as clip gaining and object gaining in your particular DAW. And that's just an effective way you can use it without actually having to put a compressor on there, slamming it hard just to get an RMS level or a very good, you know what I'm saying, a constant amplitude in a particular waveform. Sometimes slamming on a compressor isn't the best way to, you know what I'm saying, make everything sound even on your particular track or waveform that you're trying to affect or process. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes just simple gain structure within a waveform when you're mixing is an effective way. And I just showed y'all right there, you know what I'm saying, cutting that particular waveform, boosting it up just a little bit with clip gain or object gain in this instant, and you heard the effective crescendo in this particular part. I'm gonna play it one more time.
There's nothing that I won't do.
Nice smooth crescendo into that. Now let's bring it back to 0 and you're gonna hear the difference.
There's nothing that I won't do.
It was more like a decrescendo. One more time.
There's nothing that I won't do.
It was like, there's nothing that I won't do. It's like, dude, what you doing, bro? What you getting scared for? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, that's just, again, effective way of showing you guys on how to take advantage of your features in your DAW. Look into and read your manual on clip gaining or waveform gaining, object gaining, whatever it is. Look into it, read your manuals, folks, and you'll understand why this is a hot feature in all DAWs. This is your boy Big Rich right here, signing off on this little insight video or whatever the case may be. If you have any questions, y'all can always reach me on Twitter at Big Rich, you know what I'm saying, at Big Rich, BIGRYCH. Check out my website, you know what I'm saying, www.jcsproductions, drop that S, replace that with a Z.com. You know what I'm saying? If you have any questions, you need to contact me. Hit me up on my email, jcsproductions@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? Replace that S with a Z, jcsproductions@gmail.com. Y'all be easy. And, you know what I'm saying? I apologize for not coming out with videos. Just been busy with a lot of mixing. Y'all already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, man. Y'all be easy. Watch out for another video. And please subscribe to my channel at Cox Beats on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Cox Beats 08. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to my channel. Thank you for checking out the video. Y'all be easy. Have a good day.